Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Season 4 of MyTEAM, and talking about MyTEAM in a certainly more positive light than I think a lot of y'all are used to me doing so here on this game. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the point of today's video is to talk about the fact that I think Season 4 of MyTEAM has been overall maybe the best season of MyTEAM that we have gotten since 2K20, or not 2K20, I'm sorry, 2K23 though, or I guess pre-All-Star Break 2K24. Pre-All-Star Break 2K24 was a very accessible game content-wise. If you played the game a good amount, you could, just by playing the game, earn enough MT to really pretty much interact with all the content. And have among the best team in the game pretty much for free or for very cheap, which was pretty cool. Post All-Star Break 2K24 though became a gambling disaster, in my opinion, with pretty much every single top tier card being pack only and unaccessible, besides some good free rewards, which were nice, but didn't help to offset enough the fact that you literally could not get the best cards in the game in packs unless you were willing to spend an indeterminate amount. Like they literally didn't exist. It was ridiculous, and that game was a disaster in my opinion, completely after All-Star Break. Last year's game, look, I did not personally love it by any means. I think it was a little better than 24 probably, but it still had some significant flaws. Now, there were some positives about last year's game that this year's game does not take advantage of, or does not have the advantage of. Specifically, the way the festivals worked, at least for a while. The Winter Festival, the All-Star Festival, a few festivals there where the badge and shoe packs and stuff were a MT gold mine. People made so much MT off of quick selling diamond shoes and doing the badge packs and the takeovers and all that type of stuff, and just made a ton of MT off of that, which was a big positive. But in a game that I think overall wasn't that great, with the exception of the All-Star Festival was really good, in all honesty, in 2K25. But outside of that, I feel like a lot of that game was not very good as well, beyond stuff like that. There was a lot less grindability to that game than there has been this season overall, and I think there just weren't mode reward players for most of the year. They weren't very good. A lot of the reward cards weren't as good overall, I feel like. This year, I feel like, has been overall a little bit better balance for what you actually want MyTEAM to look like, especially this season. Prior to this season, I had some really real criticisms. Season 3 Tuesday content was a disaster. Now, to be fair, Tuesday content this season hasn't exactly been spectacular, but everything else has been good. Season 3 had terrible mode awards. Season 2 as well had terrible mode awards. I just think in general it wasn't great. Season 2 at least had a good level 40, but outside of that, Season 2 was like the worst season we've damn near ever seen in MyTEAM. And so honestly, after Season 2 and Season 3 being as bad as they were, which even Season 1 after the first 2 weeks wasn't good either. The only real positive about Season 1 was that Jason Kidd, Glenn Rice, and Jack Stickman were elite level players that you could get for free as the mode awards. But that was really the only main positive about that season, even, because the actual in-game content pretty much dried up very quickly after the first couple weeks of the game. They took away the free 10 bucks. They stopped really giving us consistently legitimate content, and I feel like even Season 1 was kind of bad after the first couple weeks. But then we hit Season 4, and it's been bad since basically a couple weeks into the game, really, I feel like. And Season 4, all of a sudden, we get a good level 40 in Russell Westbrook, which is a big W. Guy who's top 5 point guard of the game when he came out. Maybe still borderline that. I'm not sure he's exactly that, but he's close. We get an elite level mode award player in Jane McDaniels, who's 6'9", great jumper, legitimately elite defender, and a great slasher as well. He's not perfect, but he's legitimately good. We get a couple of decent budget rewards as well, to be fair, although those aren't really the biggest deal. But guys like Cody Zeller and Walt Williams, who are legitimately good budget cards. And then they drop the Friday content, and it's like, okay, this is a terrible Friday content drop to start Season 4, and I think it was, oh, this isn't going to be great. And then the first Tuesday of Season 4 was Best of MyTEAM Super Packs, and that was like, oh no, Season 4 is going to be another disaster. Honestly, a pretty logical assumption, I feel like, to start the season. But then, that Friday, they come out with the Battlegrounds drop, which pack drop wasn't great again, but that didn't matter because we got the best festival we've gotten in easily this entire year. It's not even close, and one of the best festivals they've ever dropped in terms of the accessibility of cards. Alex Sarr, elite, can be gotten for free. Terry Dishinger, elite, could be gotten for free. Getting both for free was tough unless you were willing to do a lot of grinding, but still. Kyle Kuzma, really solid small forward, could be gotten for free. Young Hansen, elite 7'2", 85 speed big, could be gotten for free. Like, they dropped this festival that has a lot of elite level cards, including one of the very best bigs in the game, and Alex Sarn, just a lot of elite level depth to this entire festival, and that was a really good start to the season. It was like, okay, we have a good level 40, a good motor reward, and a couple of really good reward cards from the festival as well. Like, that almost builds out the core of a lot of people's team. So that was really, really good too. And then that Tuesday, we get this Battlegrounds rival stuff, which isn't insane, to be fair, but it's kind of neat content as well on top of itself. A lot of NBA players from a lot of different teams, 16 players from 16 different teams, a lot of content for people who may be fans of specific NBA teams or whatever the case may be, and a lot of different fun, pretty solid cards in here. It was like, okay, this is at least cool to get something. It wasn't exactly great content, but it was at least cool. And then we move on to the next weekend. We get the second part of the Battlegrounds drop. It's this Battlegrounds Challengers drop, which legitimately has some really good reward players, or not reward players, but viable players in it as well, like Adam Morrison and LeBron James, especially an accessible LeBron that's still elite, that maybe not everybody, but a lot more people have access to than a LeBron that's 3 million MT, or the LeBron that was in the Chills Festival that took 10 hours a day to grind for, although it was the only festival you could actually grind for the players, to be fair. Give 2K credit, but it was still an insane grind to even have any chance of getting that LeBron, or again, spending a ton of money to get. And then they drop a Pink Diamond LeBron that's elite that you can get in packs. And that's a big positive, because this card is actually accessible to people. He's not 2 million, 3 million MT. Like, a large portion of the community is able to get access to this card. Another elite small forward, Adam Morrison. And you have pretty good depth to budget cards as well. Guys like Janai Broom and Omri Caspi and stuff like that, Larry Hughes, etc. And then the next week, to be fair, we don't get any sort of Tuesday content again. And it's like, okay, what are we doing? Why is there no Tuesday content? And then 2K on Wednesday comes out with the Greatness promo, which is easily one of the best pieces of content that 2K has done in a very long time, especially for more of the offline community. Now, as an online main player, I will still argue that this is not, for that group of people, that insane of content. And that was kind of my point initially, was that the players themselves are not that insane. D-Wade's upper make his jumper a little bit limited. His SIGs are not that insane. There are better point guards in the game than D-Wade, despite him being a 100 overall. That being said, he is good, and a free 100 overall is nice. Kevin Garnett is a great dark matter, but even his jumper isn't that insane. Everything else about the card is elite, and he is a great power forward, no doubt about it. But Larry Bird, Steph Curry, solid. Both, well, I mean, Steph especially really fun. Larry pretty good, but again, jump shot limited. But AI's not that great. Blake's not that great. A lot of the lower tier cards as well, not that great. And I think that was a valid point to make. I'm not going to say that wasn't, but at the end of the day, there's so much reward to this content. You get a bunch of interesting cards, like for example, Pink Diamond Brooke Lopez and Diamond Herb Jones and guys like that, Pink Diamond Connie Hawkins and Sean Elliott that you can get for free. So much stuff to do. It's content targeted towards the budget player, the no money spent player, the offline grinder, stuff like that, which we haven't gotten content targeted towards offline in a very long time. Like, it's been a really long time since we've gotten any sort of grind, anything like this. We get a couple of salary cap beasts as well, and Marcus Smart, Sapphire Kalaware, Sapphire Dyson Daniels, stuff like that. And it just, then they drop another Friday drop that, to be fair, was not a very good Friday drop, but we still have to look forward to in Season 4, another couple weeks of content, including an All-Star Festival and likely an extremely souped All-Star drop as well on not this upcoming Friday, but the Friday after that. And they've actually been dropping a bit more to do in terms of challenges and stuff like that lately as well. Not today, but they dropped like the clutch time challenge on Friday, a 6-minute challenge group that gives you a 2 legend badge option back. Like, that's a legitimately solid reward that takes 6 minutes to get. Like, there's just been a lot of that. They dropped the Pioneers content yesterday, which again, are those cards uber elite? No, but it's connected to NBA history. It's neat content. It's free Pink Diamonds, so that 2 of them, Earl Lloyd and Nat Clifton, are decent cards. Like, overall, it's really good content again, and it's Sunday content, which is something we never get, but it's connected to what's going on in real life, with yesterday being NBA Pioneers Day and the Pioneers game between the Bucks and the Celtics, and it's connected to that. They dropped this content. Overall, there has actually been a significant amount of real, legitimate interact withable content. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. And honestly, there have been so many rewards that have been able to be, I mean, look at my lineup. My entire starting lineup, besides Brandon Roy, are cards that I got for free. Well, I guess Morrison I bought off the auction house, but Russ I got for free. Sorry I got for free. Alex Hansen I got for, or Young Hansen, I'm sorry, I got for free. Jaden McDaniels I got for free. Herb Jones I got for free. Jabari Smith, to be fair, was last season, and Kalel was all earlier too. But a lot of free reward cards in my team and stuff, and I have 1.5 million of T because I'm playing the game a lot. I mean, they dropped a Domination that has the best coach. I haven't even mentioned that, but they dropped a Domination this season that actually has a worthwhile grindable reward. The best head coach in the game at 99 stars as the Crest reward player, or not reward player, the Crest reward ultimate reward goal, I guess. There has just been so much more positive to say about my team this season than there has been in a season of my team in a long time. And that's not to say everything has been perfect. I'm not a fan of the super packs on Tuesdays. I don't think pack odds are good enough right now still. I think the inaccessibility of the top tier cards in festivals is still something that I'm not a big fan of. To get those cards, you have to spend a lot of money. There are definitely still a lot of things that you can point at and go, I don't like this, I don't like this, and I don't like this. And I think that's very valid to say. At the same time, this is the best my team has been in quite a while. I do hope there is continued improvement in different areas over time, but I have to give 2K their flowers when things are legitimately good. And as of late, they have been legitimately very good. I hope this continues. I hope All-Star content is a home run out of the park style content with lots of elite budget cards and a great festival and all that type of stuff. And I really hope 2K can keep up this momentum. I was a little disappointed today, in all honesty, to not wake up to a Jared Allen moments card. He had 40 points, 17 rebounds, that type of stuff last night. And I was like, that would have been an awesome way to just like keep it going. You had a really, really big performance last night by a guy who's not characterized by that level of performances. Big opportunity there to continue the momentum. Unfortunately, they didn't do that today. We'll see if he gets a card later this week or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, overall, I think 2K's done a lot better job recently. Is it perfect? No. Is it a huge step in the right direction? Absolutely. I hope they see the positive feedback and they continue in this direction, because if so, we could be in for a really nice second half of the year in my team, which is something that I personally would love as somebody who wants to see this game succeed for multiple reasons. I love playing the game when it's good, but also as a content creator, I want the game to thrive. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the guy who literally sits here and complains all the time. As much as people think I'm just, I've seen people call me just complaining 2K. And it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like it's my responsibility with the platform that I have, and it's something that I've always tried to do, even when I didn't have nearly as big of a platform, is to be completely honest about my thoughts on the game mode and where I think they can improve. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to lie about something being great when I don't think it is. You know what I mean? But when things are good, I want to give them their props. And as of late, things have been good for the first time in quite a while in my team. It's something that I really hope we see continue, because if so, I think it'll be very good for the game mode long term. And as a content creator, I think it'd be good for me. You know what I mean? I want to see the game do well, because that means more people are playing, it means more views. That's a good thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. Nonetheless, I hope y'all did enjoy this one. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.